my name is Battle Cat, and today we're taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Battle Cat. To start off, this figure is really amazing. I love it a lot, and it has some really nice packaging. Again, I found it at a Walmart. I don't know how I did it, but I did. It's got the Masters of the Universe logo up there, the Battle Cat name, some beautiful artwork, some artwork up there. I think that must represent Fuerza T or something like that. Here we have the Battle Cat himself. Absolutely gorgeous artwork right here. We have just like a shot of Castle Grayskull with Skeletor, and then the features that you get, and just a cross sell of all the other figures available. Let's get to opening this figure. And here is Battle Cat outside of the packaging. And before we get into this figure, Battle Cat is a character from the Masters of the Universe line of cartoons and toys. Battle Cat is essentially He-Man's loyal steed, in which before he gets transformed he's just a cat and he's scared all the time, so I guess that means he's a pussy. But when he does get transformed by He-Man, he turns into the mighty Battle Cat, a brave steed for He-Man that was created due to tooling problems. And there we have him, it's Battle Cat. And you may notice this video actually came out kind of later than the other videos. That's because I was planning on doing a Skeletor review, and as you can see I got the packaging here, I even opened it, but then I was doing the articulation on it, I was, you know, playing around with it, and then it f***ing broke. How could this happen to me? The real paradox here is that's the only Skeletor I could find at my local Walmart, and I'm pretty sure that's the only Skeletor for like 100 miles, and it decided to break on me, so I don't know if I should return it, or I should super glue it, or maybe I should just ask for Mattel to give me a replacement. Well, that sucked, but you know what doesn't suck? This figure, baby! Let's go! We got Battle Cat version 2, baby! The sculpting on this figure is absolutely amazing. The hairs on his leg are just really amazingly sculpted. Dare I say, it's better than the original Battle Cat. They really did put a lot of attention to detail here. The underbelly's even sculpted, and the paws are even sculpted, which is just crazy to me, because the original Battle Cat didn't have that. The Mattel designers decided to go another level with the sculpting detail. And all that sculpting ultimately leads to a more seamless figure. As you can see, a lot of the hinges and the joints on this figure are pretty much hidden. That was the intention with the new line, so this looks more like just a little mini model that you can hold in your hand that you can articulate just as a bonus. And as for the painting, it's like a love-hate relationship. I love the painting that they try to replicate the original Battle Cat, but as you can see, since the sculpting on the fur is so detailed, some of the paint slipped through the cracks, and it leaves like these little holes inside on the painting, which is kind of sad because other than that, this figure's painting and sculpting is pretty much flawless. The eyes on the figure are pretty much just little black balls, which was pretty much what the original figure was, except it had a little white pupil, but I think it makes him look a bit more like a cat. And the mouth has a really nice red coloring, and the tongue is not painted, but it looks amazing. His mouth overall is just greatly painted and sculpted. And here he is next to the original Battle Cat, completely all of his armor taken off, so this would be the Cringer mode. And these guys have really similar paint sculpting. Like right here we have the stripes. The original has a bit more stripes, but the face sculpting is where it really outdoes, this guy really outdoes himself. Yeah, I know his sculpting is amazing and the painting is amazing, but this guy was not made specifically for He-Man. When sculpting this guy, since this guy was from this guy's just a recolor of a tiger from the Big Jim line, Battle Cat was not what they had in mind. But this Cringer, this Battle Cat right here, they had Cringer in mind. So the good part about that is that this looks a bit more like Battle Cat from the actual cartoon, and it actually looks like Cringer a bit, except with a bit more of a growl. They even have little sculpted teeth in between the mouth. But yes, this one, this face sculpting, this face painting is ultimately the superior one. Now the real question is, will they use this sculpt if they ever decide to bring Big Jim back? And as for his accessories, he's got two, but oh boy, are they amazing. To start off, we have the saddle, which is a nice looking piece here. Has some nice ridges and sculpting, and some place you can set your He-Man figures in, like this He-Man here. And it has the same strap-on feature of the original toy, like where you would just push down a button, put it to the length you want. Here it is next to the original one. The original one has more of a darker red, but this one has more of a brighter red, again, trying to be a bit more like the cartoon Battle Cat. And to put it on, you simply and Battle Cat with the saddle on looks pretty good. I'm assuming this is what Panther would be like if he ever got released, which he's gonna be released next year. The commercially available one is not flocked for whatever reason. What the heck, Mattel? And you heard me say commercially available because you can't find shit at Walmart. And here you have the helmet for Battle Cat, and holy crap, this is amazing. Like, it's pretty much the original one, but it has the eyes. The eyes add so much life into this helmet, and they make him look like the actual Filmation model. This is just to cap off an amazing figure, and it looks really, really good on him. So, and there he is with his helmet on. I mean, it's literally just Filmation Battle Cat. It feels like Filmation Battle Cat jumped out of the screen and just turned into a figure. I can't express how much better this makes the figure look. Here's how the original figure looked. And as you can see, he doesn't have any painting necessarily on the eyes. He just has the same like crest and everything, and no eyes, so pretty much expressionless. And as if the original Battle Cat wasn't big enough, Mattel, with the extra articulation, apparently decided that it would be a good idea to make Battle Cat even more massive. Which it is. The thing I will give the original figure credit is that the helmet stayed on pretty sturdily. It was due to a peg system right there, in which there was a hole on the top. There was a hole in the saddle, and then you would just simply peg it on. But with this Battle Cat, the thing that happens with him, his helmet's really loose. And without the peg, the original figure still had a pretty sturdy helmet, unlike this new Battle Cat. I guess it's kind of hard to mold a helmet for a more posable figure. I guess this guy was a bit more stagnant, but come on, couldn't you have just spent a little bit more time and made it not as, you know, floppy? But you know what isn't floppy? This guy's articulation. Yeah, I wrote that line entirely to make a transition. I'm sorry. Tell me a transition in the comments. The figure's base head can look side to side, but the neck articulation makes him be able to look up and down. So with the combination of the both, you can make him pretty much some thigh movement, which may seem that it's being hindered by the saddle, but actually it's the plastic that hinders it, since it's just a kind of an overhang type of thing. Oh, nice and spicy bend. That is also a swivel, which doesn't go back, unfortunately. Some more thigh movement, and the back, a bend that goes backwards but doesn't go forwards. A bend that goes backwards but doesn't go forwards. That is also a swivel as well. A swivel and an up and down and side to side if you wanted to, which is kind of hindered by the saddle. So overall, this figure's articulation is pretty good. But my only complaint with the articulation is with the knees and the kind of hindering of the articulation that the belly gives. The knees, you couldn't really, I wish you could pull them back, and I kind of wanted to do a, like, you know, standing up, like a menacing pose, like, you know, him standing up, but I just can't do that with this figure.
Bro, stop complaining. The original figure didn't even have any articulation, dude. Calm the frick down.
No. If I'm gonna buy myself a green tiger toy, that green tiger toy better be the best green tiger toy I've ever seen. But anyway, let's call upon the Storm Shadow Army for this guy to receive his final judgment. So anyway, I give this guy 2 Storm Shadows out of 3 because this guy is nearly perfect. Battle Cat, don't get me wrong, this is an amazing figure. It's just that I wish that some of the things were improved, like the loose helmet and the articulation was kind of hindered in my opinion, but that doesn't mean that this figure isn't absolutely amazing. I love it. It's better than the 20XX version, and dare I say it, it's a great improvement to the original vintage one.
Bro, calm the frick down.
So anyway, that's the end of this video. Like, comment, share, do all the things that you gotta do, and I'll see you guys in the next video.